Hey, what's up? Today I thought I'd show how I design wheels or rims in Blender, and I've showed the basic method in one of my previous videos, but I thought I would just go into a bit more detail on how I do it and just make a full rim so you can see how it's done. Alright, first thing I do is bring in a plane, go into edit mode. Then I put on screencast keys, because why not? Rotate 90 degrees. And then just kind of scale it down. Let's make a circle as well. Rotate on the y-axis 90 degrees. And then make that 0.5 meters. That's pretty much how big a wheel is, I think. An important thing is to keep the origin point, so this little orange dot, it has to be in the middle for this to work properly. But scale down that like this, and let's split it in half, delete those vertices, and then put a mirror modifier on it, and it has to be on the y-axis. And just drag this out a bit. It's not super important how it looks right now. Let's bring in an empty. Let's pick this one, scale it down a bit, apply the scale, and then go back to the rim, get an array modifier, set it to object offset, and then this eyedropper tool, select the empty. And now we have that. Now we're just gonna decide how many spokes we want, and I'm feeling 10. I'm doing 10 today. And now we gotta rotate this properly. So on the x-axis, you type in 360 divided by how many spokes you have, and there you have it, a perfect division, or whatever you want to call it. And now you just do whatever you want. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do whatever I feel like. You know, I don't really know, but it's gonna be something, that's for sure. You can go crazy, you know, and it's really nice because it just shows up, and you can just worry about one half of these spokes, and all the changes you make show up on the other spokes. This is looking a bit too crazy maybe. I'm gonna add a subdivision modifier. Just get it a bit more smooth. And I want to connect it here as well. Like that. And for the array modifier, I want it to merge, and the first and last one, I want those merged as well. And then let's connect them here as well. And here you just kind of gotta, let's put this value lower to, like, I don't know, how low does it go? 0.001, sure. So you can do this. You can go to the array modifier and then just press that button, I think, and then you see the vertices on the other instances as well. And then when it's 1 millimeter or closer, they're just gonna merge. So that's cool. And yeah, I'm gonna make it go in a bit. Let's pick smooth, maybe. Oops. Scroll down to get a smaller radius on that thing. Something like that, maybe. Yeah. That's cool. And then up here, I want it to connect as well. There we go. And honestly, that's kind of done, to be honest. And you can see here, this circle here is not perfect. It's a bit wonky, so let's try to fix that. Remove the proportional editing. That's better. It's not perfect. I guess it doesn't have to be either. But yeah, something like that. And I think this part is a bit too thin. So let's make it a bit thicker. What we can do is just do one little thing here in the middle, one bolt. Usually, like most cars have 5 bolts, at least here where I live. 5 bolts, but some like race cars, sports cars have just 1 bolt in the middle. So let's do that because it's easier. But yeah, let's just add a, what do we want to add? Let's add a circle. Edit mode, rotate 90 degrees. And then just try to fit it here. Apply the scale, go back to edit mode. And this is the wrong circle. I need a circle that has only 8 vertices. Thank you. Make it smaller. And we want that. Subdivision modifier. Apply the scale, apply the rotation as well. Because why not? Extrude those edges. And then here, actually we don't want it to be this big. We want to leave room for the bolt in the middle. So let's do that. Actually, this kind of 8 vertice circle was kind of pointless when it's not like, the point of it was to like fill it in like that, a grid fill, but we're not doing that. I want to make this circle a bit more like it fits. You can see it's like the, I don't know, now the sort of gap here is pretty good, but it looked kind of wonky before. All right, cool. And then we also want to line that up as best as we can. I guess we can look here. Nope, can't even see it because it's flat. It's not super important, but there we go. Now we need a bolt. Alright, so those bolts have 6 edges usually, or 6 corners. So let's add that. 6 vertices. Rotate that and put it right here. Probably like that big. That's good. Move it in a bit. Nope. I'm gonna fill this in like this. Might not be the best. Actually, like that. No, wait. Sure. Let's do that. And let's hope it's fine. Let's add a, not that actually. Let's add a bevel modifier. Also, let's apply the scale. Make it like 1 millimeter, maybe half a millimeter. Shade auto smooth, 90 degrees. Shading harden normals. Sick, dude. All right, that's a bolt right there. And I want to put this a bit more inside here. And then Actually, maybe it's a good idea that I did this. Let's do this. And then extrude like that. And then here do a face grid fill. Cool. And then I want to get some bevel going here, just so these edges are a bit sharper. Like that. Cool. All right. Let's extrude it here as well, so it has some depth. Make a bevel here. Sick, dude. All right. Let's bring that out a bit more. All right. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this, so now I have two identical ones. I'm gonna hide this one, and on this one I'm gonna apply the modifiers, not the subdivision though, not right now. And oops, and now I'm gonna select all of them and extrude on the x-axis. Now, how thick should it be? As thick as you want, I guess, but I'm gonna go for something like that. Maybe it looks a bit goofy, I don't know, but I think that's fixable. Now this isn't great. This is a pole. It has like more than 4 edges connecting to one vertex, but I kinda don't care, honestly. Actually, let's try something. Let's add a bevel modifier, and then limit method weight. Is the scale applied? Yes, it is. Let's pick so like 1 millimeter for now. And then what we are gonna do is select these edges again. Oops, why does it go all the way around? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Control E, edge bevel weight. Yeah, let's just put it to 1. That works, I think. That looks fine. So I'm just gonna do that to the rest of these edges. Okay. Now same on this one. And I'm gonna make this, actually on this one, let's make it 2 segments. Let's bring this in a bit again. And then probably make it slightly bigger. I don't want the gap to be so big. Alright, now the question is, how do you make this, how do we make the ring? How do we connect this to the ring, so to speak? The one ring to rule them all. And that's a good question. I think I'm gonna bring in a circle again. And this time, let's make, this has to be divisible by 10 because we have 10 spokes. And we want this to line up. So let's, 200 maybe? It's a bit much, but I think we're gonna want that. 200. Rotate on the y-axis. I'm just guessing right now, but that's what you gotta do sometimes. Okay, let's see how that would line up. So let's compare. Let's select this one, and yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Like, we're gonna connect these like that. Maybe we will, I'll show you what we'll do. We'll bring this back a little bit, and on this one, oh, does that connect all of them? That's good. It makes an edge loop all the way around. Let's put it there. Line it up with the ring that we made. Kind of. I mean, it's pretty much aligned, I guess. Now, let's select both of these again. Or do we? Let's see what happens if we join these. Okay, cool. It still has the modifiers. That's what I was worried about. Now, let's see what's going on. Let's take this ring, extrude that a little bit. We also actually want a loop cut over here so that we can connect that. Now we want to remove these faces. So let's do that. Delete faces. Okay, and now we want to delete these. You know, this is so much fun. There might be a smarter way to do this, so that you like don't have to connect. I mean, there is, like, you can sort of go a bit further before applying the array modifier, but I mean, that has its own challenges and annoying things that you gotta do. So yeah, this is pretty annoying though. Basically, we want to connect this now, like this, and then also like, how do we do this? Let's select all of these. And now the pivot point needs to be the 3D cursor. And then press E and then scale up like that. Okay, now we can connect like this. So that becomes a face. Wait. And that becomes a face, and this. Select all and then just press Shift N if you get some crazy weird shading going on. Now we just have to do this all over. So that's cool, that's fun. That's my favorite part. Okay, now that's done. Let's continue. And we're going to do that by selecting these edges and then do the same thing we did before, where yeah, the pivot point is the 3D cursor and the 3D cursor is in the middle. And then you extrude like that, and whoops, this looks weird. Why does it look so weird? Oh, it's because there's a hole. Okay, it's easier if you just extrude one edge at a time. So let's do that. And how big should this be? I don't know, man. Something like that, maybe? I don't know. And also this looks kind of funky. It's fixed if you add a... Oh, okay, it's not super fixed. It's kind of still looking weird. And it's because of these. They're kind of... What if we do this with loop tools? Flatten. Oh, that worked. Now it's good. That's nice. Alright, sick. Now let's just do this with that one. We're not going to see this one anyway, but let's flatten it as well. Alright, cool. Now I'm gonna go back to median point, just because that's kind of the default setting. Let's bring that out a bit. I want to decrease this. Something like that. And then again, we want to do something like this. And now the profile of a rim kind of looks like this. Go in a bit, and then it goes down like that. And what did I do now? Kind of like this. Let's add a bevel here. It looks more complicated than that, but I mean, you're probably gonna put a tire on this anyway, so it doesn't matter exactly how it looks. Let's add a bevel here. I could use the bevel modifier, I guess, but I'm just not gonna do that, so whatever. And you know, that maybe looks a bit weak, like the connection here between the rims and, or like the spokes and the ring. But I don't know if I care, to be honest. What if I do this? Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of don't care right now. Let's make this wider. And I mean, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the wheel done. Let's just put some nice colors on it, I guess. Why does this look so wonky? Oh, it's this, the ring. We don't need this anymore. That's just to tell us the size, kind of. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it, honestly. That's I will call this done. Then just put a tire on it. Let's make a tire. Why not? And then you just, you know, you can make it easy for yourself. I'm gonna make a slick tire because then you don't need any tread, which is kind of difficult to make. Let's make this smaller than there. You kind of wanna. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Kind of want it to go like this. It's like wrapped around the rim. Oh, don't move it down. It needs to be in the middle. So just make it smaller. Like this. And now this has 200 vertices, which is probably a bit too much. Like, it's not necessary to have that much. but like whatever. Now extrude, and then it kind of goes like that. Wait, what did I do now? It kind of bulges out a bit. I'm gonna put a subdivision modifier on that and just keep trying to shape this like a tire. Yeah, something like that. I mean, I guess we can add a bit of a something there. And then here, I guess I can kind of finish it off like that. I mean, you're not gonna see that side. I mean, I guess you can, but we're not gonna go that deep today. Let's just add some cute materials, some basic stuff. Object, new metallic, roughness down a bit. Same for these. And then for rubber, I don't know, man, make it black. And maybe slightly less rough. I feel like this edge is maybe a bit too sharp. Yeah, that's better. And yeah, obviously you can put like, you know, imperfection textures on this, on the wheel, on the tire, just to make it look better. And maybe make this, oops, make this another color. You know, you can do whatever you want, but this is like the basic method. It's not the best wheel I've made. It's not the worst either. It's kind of cool, you know. But yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.